A very good morning to you all. It is another day and another time on Unpacking, and you know how we do, okay? The show is Culture Daily, so thank you for tuning in. If you're listening to us on Plus 89.9 FM or watching on 3 Music TV or streaming via any of our socials, we really appreciate you. On Unpacking this morning, I'm going to be talking to Soul Yin, okay? She broke a Guinness World Record. So after today, people cannot talk to me anyhow, please. I beg. Okay, thank you very much. I'm looking forward to this conversation as well because I like how she brings her style and then also merges, you know, what her passion is and adds a certain level of professionalism to the craft, right? It just makes it really nice. I'm talking about Soul Yin, and she's seated right here in front of me. Hi. The beautiful Soul Yin. Hi, good morning.
Good morning.
How are you?
Fantastic.
Good. Mm-hmm. All right, great. Okay, now just introduce your totality to us, right? For those who don't know who you are.
My name is Soul Yin. I am a DJ and the founder of Soul Jollof. Yeah.
Which I like. I like the name, and I've already mentioned it to her, right? But let's take it all the way back, okay, to the very beginning when you realized that you are drawn to music or to DJing.
Okay, so I feel like for me, I've just always known that I wanted to be a DJ, and it was something that I already had at the back of my mind, and then I was opportune to be trained by the legendary DJ Jimmy Jat in Nigeria, and this was right before I came to uni here in Ghana. I did uni in Ghana, and then afterwards I went back to Nigeria. I tried to do the 9 to 5 thing. It was not for me. Yeah, it was. I couldn't do it. So afterwards, I think it was 2019, I officially came back to Lagos, and then it was lockdown the next year, and I told my very good friend Stars, I was like, yo, I think I want to break a world record because in the history of the world record, there is no black female DJ
that has done it.
Yeah. So I was like, okay, you know what? I'm just going to do that. Yeah, and it happened.
And you broke the world record for the longest DJ set.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
11 days. And that's 11 days, 240 hours, 243 hours and 30 minutes. Yeah.
Wow. Okay, so let's talk about preparations towards breaking this record. Okay. I mean, you mentioned to SARS that you wanted to do it and all of that, but mentally preparing yourself for this is also different, right? Physically preparing yourself for this is different. Yeah. How did that play out for you?
It was a lot. I remember that I would have to run and walk for like 5 hours every day to just build my stamina, you know. And that's when I went on the pescatarian journey. Okay. So I don't eat meat.
So you're still pescatarian?
Yeah, I am. I don't eat meat. I don't eat chicken. None of that. But I had check. But I had check.
You had check without the chicken.
I had it with the chicken. I love check. Yeah, and it was a lot of no's, and I feel like those no's kind of
propelled you.
Yeah, made me decide that I wanted to do this, you know. And yeah, when I did it, my mom, I remember.
Because 11 days is a long time.
I didn't tell her it was 11 days at first.
Okay.
I was like, oh, Mom, it's just for 3 days. Then 2 months after, I'm like, Mommy, it's just for 5 days. Then one day I was like, Mommy, let me tell you something. It's for 11 days.
Was she there the entire time?
So my mom stayed for those 11 days, and I remember before I even started, she went into her car. She was crying that her child wants to commit suicide on TV.
Because 11 days is a long time.
And then after I did it, she's like, I will never doubt you in my life again. You know.
That's so sweet.
Yeah.
That's so sweet. Okay, so now support from your parents as well, beyond even the world record, right? Because obviously you started DJing before you attempted to do the world record, and then you succeeded in breaking that world record, right? But how has the support from home been like so far, considering also that you are female and DJing is generally considered as heavily male dominated?
I'm grateful for my mom. At first, she was like, DJ Ko, DJ Ni. But she's my rock, like at the end of the day, right? She's very, very supportive. My dad has learned to just accept that this girl, she's going to do this. Because the thing is, he was a DJ.
Oh.
Yeah, he was a DJ in Chicago. And Yeah, it's been rough. There are times, you know, it's a slow season. She's like, "Are you sure you don't want to just go back to your 9 to 5?" But I'm like, "Look, you don't just quit because it's hard. There are Arsenal fans out there, no shade."
Oh my god, oh my god. You can add Man U to it. You can
I'm
add Man
Manchester
U to
United
it,
fan,
yes,
so
yes.
you won't see them switching clubs because I'm a Arsenal fan.
Because
So
it's
shade it.
hard.
Yeah, exactly. So
Yeah. But what was the 9 to 5 for you?
funny thing is, I worked here with wire weaving industries, like briefly in Ghana, and then in Nigeria, I worked with a company called Brand Regimen.
Okay.
And I was like, yeah, this is not for me.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So, production kindly prep videos of Soul Yin doing her thing, right? I'll call for it later on. But Soul Yin, in all of this preparations to break the record, right? Did you ever think that you would not be able to make the 11 days? I understand that you were preparing for it, and then also you were physically, mentally preparing for it, and I'm sure you were also now rehearsing, you know, on all of the DJ sets that you needed to do and all of that, right? But was there ever any doubt?
This is a very funny question. So you see, a week to the time I was to break the record, I had cold feet.
Oh.
So when the first sponsor dropped the bag, I was like, this is actually pretty serious.
Are you sure?
If I don't do this thing, they will beat me. Whatever happened. And then when I got my first 6-figure, was it 6-figure? Yeah, in USD. I was like, guys.
Was that part of the sponsorship as well?
Yeah, I was like, guys, I was just joking, though. I was just joking. But during the process, I know that my plan was I'll just do 5 days and just pretend like I want to faint. At least I would have, you know. Then Davido called. So when he called, it's like, you have to keep going. And I was like, hey. I was really scared. Like, I was like, God, please, it's better for me to just die than for me to just disgrace myself like this. But I had been planning a lot, and my mom was even like, you can do it, don't worry. Like, I was like, Mom, I'm scared. Yeah. She's like, don't worry. You've come this far. Yeah. You've you know, defied all odds, so you might as well just
push through with it. Yeah. Okay. So now I understand that after finishing the DJ set, okay, for the world record, right? The feeling will be of gratitude and all of that. But when you actually got your plaque, how was that feeling like for you as well? Knowing that whatever dreams you had, you were able to push through, and then now you're actually a world record breaker.
It took me years to even get recognized for it. It was a very tedious process, and I don't remember breaking the record because from day 5, my mom said I didn't even recognize her. Yeah, like I was hallucinating. I don't know what it felt like to break that record. Yeah. And even after, like, it took a toll on my mental because I didn't exactly rest. I was like, okay, I slept for 11 hours and I was back again. And I slept for the weekend, I got massages and all of that. But by Monday, I was like, you know, we have to ride this wave. We have to just keep going. So I didn't, for 1 minute, like, just look and say, wow, this actually happened. Yeah. I'm a very, very go person, you know. Yeah. So yeah.
Delayed gratification, I like they say.
Delayed gratification.
Yeah. I can relate. So I know I know that. Now in this riding of the wave as well, you performed at Rick Ross live in Lagos, right? You've also performed at Fireboy's event, right? And the list is it goes on and on, right? But what are the pecs, you know, that come with all of these things? Also because again, they'll think that okay, let the guys do it, right? But you are doing it and you're doing it excellently.
Because I'm pretty. I'm just joking.
But it also goes beyond the beauty, right?
I know. I feel like it goes beyond being pretty. It goes down to your skill and your relationships.
Really important.
At the end of the day, because I feel like business is very, very, it's highly based on relationships at the end of the day, you know. So, and God, because honestly, you can be as talented as you want to be, but then if there's no grace upon your life, you're just really wasting your time at the end of the day. So everything that I've achieved, I owe it all to God because I'm just another vessel that is being used. I don't see myself bigger than anything.
Anything.
Yeah.
Great, that's awesome. All right, now let's talk about Soul Jollof, okay, which is a product you created after winning the world record, after breaking the world record, right? Tell me all about Soul Jollof.
Okay. So in 2020, was it 22? I decided I needed a break from Lagos. That was the first time I actually took a break since the world record.
Okay.
And I had just parted ways with my management at the time. So I was like, I need to, just breathe and just,
realign.
Yeah. And then I went to Abidjan. Shout out to my friend Roma, who, he connected me with Jean Leo. He's very dear to my heart. I went there and I was like, I'm going to just go on a Francophone tour. That's the thing about me. Like, I just wake up one day, I'm like, so I want to do this. And my mom is like, do what? And before she's even said 1, 2, 3, 4. I booked my ticket. I've done this, I've done that. And I went to Abidjan and I really liked it there. And I felt like this place is untapped. Like, the Anglophone part of Africa, amazing stuff. But you see the Francophone parts, it's more beautiful than you can even imagine. So I went there, I went to Abidjan, and then in Abidjan I met Binush, who is like the biggest promoter and DJ in Dakar.
Okay.
And I went there, I was supposed to be there for 2 weeks. I ended up staying for 2 months.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay.
And I learned so much that they have a rave culture that we on this side, we like to go to the club and we're pressing our phones and we're just like, but they like to have fun. Then I came back to Nigeria, then went back again to Dakar, and I stayed there for 6 months.
Oh,
yes.
You must have really loved it the first time then.
Yeah, and I feel like sometimes, I like to say that you're not really in control because there's always a plan for you, like no matter...
However it's supposed to happen, it happened.
And I was there and I learned so much and it was called Jollof Jam.
Okay.
Then I came
That's another nice name.
Yeah, it was called the Jollof Jam in Senegal. And then I came back to Nigeria and I was like, I want to do something. Okay. I want to do a live set. But the thing is, I wanted to do a live set for the world record, but it didn't so happen. So when it was time for this, I said, I'm going to call it Soul Jollof. My name is Soul Yin, and I'm just going to take out the yin and put Jollof. Like, let it just be something that's very, very close
to Nigeria.
And it's not just about Nigeria. I feel like Jollof is the one thing that we all have in common as West Africa.
Right.
And that's why I'm on a West African tour. And Ghana is the first leg because I feel like I started my career off here, DJing when I was in uni and all of that. So I was like, we have that in common. And for me, Jollof is not just about the food. Jollof is celebration to me. It's the one thing we have in common. We're fighting about, we're constantly like, talking about. There's no celebration in Nigeria, I know, without Jollof rice.
Same here.
Yeah, like in West Africa, there's always Jollof. And for me, Jollof is food, it's celebration, and it's like food for your soul. And that's music at the end of the day. That's literally what it is. And it's a community. Like we had a walk against gender-based violence, and then we had the Lagos Island episode where we fed about 350 people.
Oh, congratulations.
Jollof. Yeah, thank you very much. So yeah.
Do you make the best jollof?
Nigeria?
Yes.
Me?
Yeah.
I'm not gonna lie. I think Senegal has the best jollof.
Okay.
I love the Ghanaian jollof. I'm Nigerian. I think we all have different interpretations of what jollof is, and it just so suits us because we all have different taste buds. So it's only natural that I'll feel like my shit is better. It's better than yours. So that's just what it is.
I get it. But you, do you cook?
I love to cook.
Oh,
I love to
cook. Okay. So we'll be getting a Soul Yin jollof pack. Here, okay, and we'll judge.
Okay,
we'll judge by that.
I'll bring you some.
Yay! But anyway, also now on your tour, on your West African tour, what do you hope to achieve with it, right? Beyond the brand affinity, beyond the brand awareness that you're going to be getting?
I hope I can make the impact that I've always had at the back of my mind. I know that there's a girl out there who wants to do something phenomenal, but she does not know how to do it. So, yeah, just watch me. I don't know what I'm doing, but just take notes, you know, and I just want to see people happy because they heard me play.
Yeah. Now let's get into the conversation about Afrobeats, which is going global and taking the world by storm. As a DJ, what role are you playing? And then also as the pioneer or the curator of the Soul Jollof movement, what role would you say you're playing in also further globalizing this genre?
I'm just spreading the gospel of Afrobeats. That's what I see as. I'm an Afrobeats evangelist. That's literally what we do as DJs. We just, you know, we curate the sets that's putting these songs together in such a way that, you know, people enjoy it even more.
Okay.
You know, yeah.
Okay, great. That's awesome. So let's talk about evolution of DJs, right? In what ways do you think DJs can evolve and can reinvent themselves, you know, and also now stay very relevant and then trendy with the times? Because what DJing is today is not what DJing was maybe even 5 years ago, right? Yeah. So what was your take on that, on evolving?
Personally, this is me. I just feel like you need to have your own thing that will outlive your career.
Okay.
Like there has to be like a product, and there has to be that thing that sets you aside from every other DJ. Because I remember when DJing was just being in one corner and just playing music, but now we're out there, like, look at Uncle Waffles. She's a global citizen performing. You can dance, you can do whatever it is you want to do. So for me, I feel like in the next 5 years, if you do not have your own platform, it's going to be a little hard for you to get them gigs. You always just be a supporting DJ,
right?
You know, and if there is any other way you can impact the DJs that are coming before, after you, you just try your best to
do that. Yeah. Right. And I like what the DJing space has become, you know, now, because now there are so many events that are happening and are going so well and are not artist focused. They are just DJ focused.
Headlines.
Yes, just come, have a jam, have fun. And
like we did with Ifya.
Yeah, I really like that idea.
Yeah. It was a pop-up. We did that with World and Ifya, and it was so amazing. We had I think her name is Dolce or something. Yeah, Dulcie, my bad. Everybody was just there to support, and it reminded me of the reason why I started DJing in the first place, and you know, it was nice.
Right. How long are you in Ghana for, though? You're already a Ghana girl because you're schooled here.
My name is Abena. Right now, because I was born on Tuesday.
Okay.
So I am gonna be here. I know till like the 22nd.
Okay.
I think after my birthday's on the 21st.
Okay.
So
Happy birthday in advance, then.
Thank you. So I know I want to celebrate it here, but I'm thinking of having like a party for everybody to just come and jam.
Okay.
Yeah.
When would that be?
On my birthday, it's on a Friday.
Okay.
So
have you already picked out the venue?
I'm still like looking, but if anything, it might be somewhere in Osu. I'll just use the same spot, the yellow building. That shout out to Ifya. She just opened a new spot. It's called 444 Rooftop Bar.
Okay.
Yeah. So
where's that?
It's in Adenta.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. All right, keep us posted.
Of course.
Okay, and we'll be waiting for Soul Jollof.
Of course.
And the invite as well.
Okay.
All right.
I got you.
Guys, we've been speaking to Soul Yin, okay, world record breaker for the longest DJ. Said the full conversation, of course, will be on our YouTube, so you can check that out.